So nice and clean up here. Let's go down below. And now we have the cables from hell. Lots of stuff in here, guys, but the main thing I'm trying to show you is just where these devices are. So over here you see the Tivo Stream 4K, and very close to that you see the Firestick 4K. Now the position of these devices is very important when you are doing a speed test, particularly on Wi-Fi, because it does make a big difference where the device is compared to where the router or router is. So how many walls or obstacles or obstructions are in the way, how far is the device from the router, and so on and so forth. But as we can see, both of the devices are very close to each other, just to give us that accurate speed test. And in case you're wondering what these things are, these are basically HDMI switches, and what that means is I can plug in multiple HDMI devices like Fire Sticks, Android boxes, Nvidia Shield, anything with HDMI output. I can plug it into these switches, and then all of these are daisy chained into a single Elgato capture card, and that allows me to capture the screen on any of the devices I've got plugged in. So in the left corner we have the 4K Fire Stick from Amazon, one of my favorites, very reliable, tried and tested, and just generally one of the most popular streaming devices out there. And in the right corner we have the Tivo Stream 4K, a pretty new device. Nobody knows much about it. It does have some great features, great hardware, built-in Type-C USB port, so very easy to add your own peripherals to the device to really expand the functionality. And this device is running Android TV version 9, and both devices cost around about $50. So head to head, who do you think is going to win in a Wi-Fi speed test, in a VPN speed test, in an application launch speed test? So let's just jump right into it. So both of them have the same application, and both of them are connected to the same 5 GHz network. Let's now open them up and let's see what we see in terms of speed. So okay, so very similar at the start, but we can see now that the Tivo Stream has pulled ahead. So you're pushing about 258 meg downstream, whereas the 4K Fire Stick has 158. So that's the first test, and let the upload speed finish. And just for reference, I typically get around about 340 meg when doing speed tests on my PC. Okay, that's now test number 1. Let's try test number 2. So ready, steady, go. Again, we can see that the Tivo Stream has pulled ahead. It's easily pushing 200 meg plus. 4K Fire Stick is now dropped to 164. Okay, so the second test, once again we can see that the Tivo Stream 4K gets 208 meg downstream, and the 4K Fire Stick only got 164 in this test. Let's now do a final test, just to confirm that we can see consistently the Tivo Stream 4K always beats the 4K Fire Stick in these speed tests. So let's do that final test now. Oh, it looks a bit similar now. But again, we can see, guys, the Tivo Stream pulls well over 250 meg, and the Fire Stick on the third attempt is getting around about 162. So we can see clearly, guys, for Wi-Fi speed tests, the Tivo Stream 4K is definitely the winner. And this is one of the first things I noticed when I actually reviewed this box a couple of months ago. This always seems to get much better speeds in all Wi-Fi tests compared to my 4K Fire Stick. Okay, so that's the first test. Let's now enable the VPN and try these tests again. So here we are inside IPVanish, and just to make things as simple and fair as possible, I'll set both clients to use the best city and also the best server. So let's now click on connect. Okay, both have now connected. Let's go to our speed test application. In fact, leave me a comment below and just take a guess who you think is going to win this particular speed test with the VPN enabled. Okay, so let's now start that up. So ready, steady, go. Okay, so the 4K Fire Stick, okay, no, it wasn't. All right, fine. So 4K Fire Stick is getting less than 20 meg. The Tivo Stream is getting closer to 30 meg. That's test number 1. Now, of course, when you do activate a VPN, it does greatly reduce your speed, but as long as you can get around about 15 or 20 meg with the VPN connected, that's more than enough for HD streaming. So that's test number 1 with the VPN connected, and we can see that the Tivo Stream 4K won again. Let's do test number 2. So they start very similar, but again, the Tivo Stream 4K always seems to push ahead. Okay, so Tivo Stream gets 35 meg downstream, 4K Firestick gets 23 meg. And let's now do the final test, and let's see who wins. So I think it's pretty clear, any kind of speed test regarding internet speed or Wi-Fi connectivity, the Tivo Stream 4K always beats the 4K Firestick, and that's with or without a VPN connected. As we saw, without a VPN, the speeds were much greater on the Tivo Stream 4K. Okay, so that's the final test there with the VPN connected. Let's go back to home. Let me now disconnect the VPN and we can start some speed tests in loading applications. So the first application I'm going to test in the application launch speed test is going to be YouTube. Now I did see a Freetek's video before regarding the Xiaomi Mi Stick versus the 4K Firestick, and one of the key things that he mentioned was you have to make sure that both applications were open from a cold start, so they were not running in the background. Now just to confirm that, we'll see on the 4K Firestick, I'm going to click on force stop, so YouTube is definitely not running in the background, and on the Tivo Stream, I'm also going to click on force stop, so click on OK. So both applications are fully stopped. Let's now press the launch button together. So ready, steady, go. And let's see what kind of speeds we see. So that actually was very, very similar. Let's do that again. So let's press the back button. Let's now try launching them again. So bring the remotes together. So ready, steady, go. I just hit my microphone there, but so actually I think the 4K Firestick had a slight edge there. Let's do the final test. So back button, and let's do the final test. So ready, steady, go. So again, I would say that was a slight edge to the 4K Firestick when opening up the YouTube application. Okay, let's back out of that. Let's do the same test now with Netflix. So let's make sure it's stopped on the 4K Firestick. That's stopped. Let's now also stop that on the Tivo Stream. That's stopped. Let's now get ready to launch that. So let's do that at the same time again. So ready, steady, go. Let's see who wins this one. Very similar. Okay, so Tivo Stream won that by a couple of seconds. Okay, that's now done. Let's do the same thing again. So back button. Let's see now if the Tivo Stream wins again for the Netflix launch test. So ready, steady, go. And do we have another winner again? Yes, so we can see once again on the Tivo Stream 4K, it does seem to launch Netflix literally like maybe 2 seconds, 2.5 seconds faster than the 4K Firestick. Let's just do that final test. So ready, steady, go. Yep, so again, 2 seconds, maybe 2.5 seconds, the Tivo Stream wins on the Netflix launch test. It was very close on YouTube, but with Netflix we do get a couple of second advantage using the Tivo Stream 4K. Okay, let's back out of that. Let's do a downloader test. So the first test is going to be which application shows you the results faster. Then I'll do a second test to see which application actually loads my website faster. So ready, steady, go. Okay, so I think, yeah, the Tivo Stream is just a little bit faster. Let's now scroll down and let's now click on this link here and see which device loads my website faster. So ready, steady, go. So that was actually fairly close. So I think while we're in here, let's just go to the home page. Let's just click on this news article here. So ready, steady, go. So yeah, I would say the Tivo Stream is marginally faster at loading websites compared to the 4K Firestick. So wrapping this up, if somebody asks me today, why should I buy the 4K Firestick from Amazon? I would say it's a great device at that price point. It has good performance. It has all of the certifications for your 4K Netflix, for 4K YouTube. It gets regular updates. Has a very good remote control. It has the built-in voice search, and it's just a very, very reliable, dependable device. Now, if somebody said to me, hey, Tech Doctor, why should I not buy the 4K Firestick? I would say you are locked into that Amazon ecosystem. Of course, this is not running pure Android. Amazon have taken Android 7.1 and then customized it and locked it down into their own Fire OS version. And what that means is certain things that will typically work on a normal Android device, things like USB storage, changing screensavers, using the accessibility services, all these things are just not possible, or shall we say not very easy to do on the 4K Firestick. Now, jumping over to the Tivo Stream 4K, as we've seen, it's got a very capable CPU and GPU. You also get 2 gigs of RAM versus the 1.5 you get on the 4K Firestick. The device also has a Type-C USB port, so this makes it really easy to expand the functionality of your device. I can add in USB keyboards, mice, I can easily expand that storage like I mentioned before, or even Ethernet adapters. So definitely in terms of expandability or how versatile a device is, I would say that the Tivo Stream 4K beats the 4K Firestick in that regard. Now, it's not all positives. If somebody said to me, why should I not buy the Tivo Stream 4K? I'd say probably the first one and one of the biggest issues is the fact that the device is not overly reliable. I mean, we could say it's a very new device, so obviously it's going to have lots of bugs in it, and it does seem to me that Tivo rushed to get this device out. I mean, maybe they're worried about the Xiaomi Mi Stick or something else, but the device had many bugs on its first release. The screen would go black, HDR was not working properly, there was issues with HDMI CEC. Now, they did release an update to address some of those issues, but that update had other issues, including the developer options were now prompting you for a PIN number that nobody knew. So I'd say probably software or device stability is one of the biggest issues. I also don't like this remote control whereby we have no play button, no forward and rewind button, and there's also some connectivity issues with this remote control when you are trying to use other infrared devices. So lots of various issues, but I'm hoping that these things can be addressed with future updates or future software releases. So that's all for this video, guys. Many thanks for watching. I still stand and say these are my 2 current favorite $50 or approximately $50 streaming devices. Whichever device you get, I do think you'll be happy with it. Do leave me a comment below, let me know which device you prefer, and I'll hopefully catch up with you guys real soon. Thanks.